the heart of Texas, vast farmlands stretch as far as the eye can see, thriving under the morning sun. Golden waves of corn sway in the breeze. Soybeans push through the soil, and wheat fields paint the landscape in shades of green and amber. To the untrained eye, it looks like paradise, fertile ground feeding millions of Americans. But beneath this serene landscape, a formidable threat silently grows. A threat that multiplies, destroys, and refuses to be contained. Wild boars. These feral swine are not just animals wandering the countryside. They are a growing menace to American agriculture, a plague on four legs. To farmers and ranchers, they represent an enemy as relentless as drought and as devastating as fire. Across the United States, wild boars are responsible for more than $1.5 billion in damages each year, a figure that continues to rise. Crops, livestock, natural habitats, and entire ecosystems fall victim to their destructive habits. What makes the situation worse is that these creatures are not confined to rural farmlands. They are spreading rapidly, invading suburbs, golf courses, even airport runways. Farmers are often the first to face the consequences. Imagine walking into a cornfield ready for harvest, only to find rows flattened, stalks uprooted, and irrigation systems ripped apart like paper. Soybean plots that once promised profit are left barren, with deep craters in the earth from rooting pigs. Fences designed to protect livestock are smashed through, water supplies polluted, and young calves sometimes injured by aggressive boars competing for food. Patches of farmland once rich with yield are reduced to wastelands of mud and debris. The economic toll is brutal. Farmers spend thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, of dollars each year on repairs, replanting, and preventive measures. But money cannot always undo the damage. The disruption to soil structure, the loss of native plants, and the ripple effect on pollinators and wildlife create long-term ecological consequences. This battle is not just about saving corn or soybeans. It is about protecting entire ecosystems that have been carefully balanced for generations. What makes wild boars especially dangerous is their reproductive power. Unlike many invasive species, which spread slowly, feral swine multiply at an explosive rate. Female wild boars can become sexually mature at just 6 months old. A single sow can produce litters of up to 14 piglets, and under favorable conditions, she may breed twice a year. That means one pair of pigs can quickly turn into dozens within a matter of months. Left unchecked, their populations double nearly every year. This exponential growth has earned them a reputation as one of the most prolific invaders in North America. Even when hundreds are culled in a season, the population rebounds quickly, erasing any progress made. For wildlife officials, it often feels like trying to empty a flood with a bucket. Understanding their behavior is key to managing them. Wild boars are not reckless, stupid animals. They are highly intelligent and adaptive. They travel in groups called sounders, usually consisting of females and their young, while males roam separately, often becoming more aggressive as they age. Their senses are incredibly sharp. They can detect the scent of food or danger long before humans realize they're nearby. Step on a twig and the entire sounder will vanish into the underbrush before you can raise a rifle. They can run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, crash through dense thickets, and swim across rivers without hesitation. Their thick hides, coarse hair, and sharp tusks make them formidable opponents. Confronted, they will not always flee. Hunters have told stories of being charged, knocked down, even gored. In rural communities, this makes them not just an agricultural threat, but also a danger to human safety. To combat this, hunting has become one of the most effective and often the only solution. But it is not simple sport. It is a war effort. Professional hunters, farmers, and wildlife managers employ an arsenal of strategies to keep populations under control. Daytime hunts require stealth, patience, and knowledge of pig behavior. Nighttime hunts, aided by thermal scopes and night vision, reveal the eerie sight of glowing bodies moving through the darkness like shadows come alive. Helicopter hunts, though expensive, have proven effective in covering vast stretches of land where pigs scatter too quickly on foot. Trapping is another vital method. Corral traps, designed to catch entire sounders at once, are set up with motion-sensitive gates. A single successful trap can eliminate dozens of pigs in one night. But even these methods demand constant monitoring and adaptation, because wild boars quickly learn to avoid danger. Farmers joke that pigs seem to study their every move, and in truth, they are fast learners. Despite all efforts, the war against wild boars is far from over. Their intelligence, adaptability, and rapid reproduction make them one of the most persistent invasive species in modern history. Every year, they expand their range further north and west, moving into states once thought safe from invasion. They are now present in over 35 states, from California vineyards to Florida swamps, from Texas ranchlands to the forests of the Midwest. The cultural impact is just as strong. For many farmers, wild boars have become a symbol of frustration and resilience. Communities gather for organized hunts, not just to protect their livelihoods, but to preserve a way of life. For ranchers in Texas, the battle against feral hogs is as much a part of the land as cattle drives once were.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.